Hello, ladies and gentlemen. James Perrine with EFI, again sharing a video of some quick features for you. The topic, and this is Command Workstation 6.6, recently released. You can always go to EFI.com, click on the main page there, and you'll see what's new. There's a download document that'll give you all the details of the features that I'm going to show. But I wanted to give you a quick overview. A lot of great new things. One of the things I really love in 6.6 that I want to share with you on this video is some new ways to filter through the job queue. So, over the years, people have constantly asked about different features in the job queues. And we have a lot of different queues. Before you had this held queue, print it, processing, printing, and complete it. And now you'll see we have something new called all jobs. The purpose of this is to give the customer the complete capability of searching through all of the queues. That's why it's called all jobs, regardless of their status, but then actually get down to a detailed level search. So let me just real quick show you what I'm talking about. So now all jobs is the default view. And you can see here I've got 12 jobs in that queue. Also, you'll see on this line that I now have these new search capabilities. If I go to job status, I now can search on many different statuses. So if I only want to see jobs that were processed and I click apply, that's all I'll see. And anytime I want to clear a view, I can just hit clear and it'll take me back. But maybe I know the title of the job and I want to find that job. So I'm going to just look for home. And I can say whole word or, use a partial search here. If I only did HO, it would look for everything with HO instead of HOME if I said whole. And you'll see it's looking for anything that's got HO in it, which comes up with 2 files. So sometimes that's useful because the customer can't remember anything about the job, but they remember the name of the job. They don't remember when they printed it, if it was printed or not, if it was in the whole queue. So if they know the title, they can search it that way. Again, I can hit clear, and this will give me my view back. I can search by the user who sent it, by the size of the job. So now this is really unique. Maybe I'm looking for a range of jobs that is equal to, greater than, or less than, or between a certain megabyte size. Let's say, 20 megabytes and 30 megabytes. Show me all the jobs that are that size. I got to put a 0.0 here, I believe, in order to make that work. Okay, maybe not. Size. I'm not sure what the criteria is here. Maybe we do a less than. There we go. And you can see it found 2 jobs that were less than 5 megabytes, 0.5 megabytes. So there's a bunch of different ways you can do searches here. Pages, greater than, and then there's more that you can add here. You can see you can do it by copies, by date, by paper type, by workflow, by paper size, a bunch of different ways. Here's the thing that you got to remember about this that I really love again. I'm going to click processed. I can save this and call it whatever I want here, jobs waiting. And now that will show up over here. So if I'm in my whole queue and I want to know jobs that are waiting that haven't been processed yet, boom. They've been processed, but they're waiting to print. So I can set up a bunch of different filters and have them part of this list for quick access. And again, anytime I just want to get rid of it, maybe I don't want it in this view, I just hit delete. Boom, there we go, delete. So just one of the many features that you'll now find in 6.6. Something else that I'll point out, since we're right here at the screen and it's easy, is we've changed our notifications now. We used to use this notifications for only patches, when patches are available to be updated. Well, now we're using this notifications for everything. You can see there are 3 server updates available, but also there's something in here notifying the customer that they could use the EFI IQ web applications to gain more visibility into their print production system. If there's licensing that it's involved, and maybe a license is renewable and needs to be renewed, or a maintenance agreement, that will also show up in here automatically for the customer. One other quick feature that I'll show you, again, I encourage you guys to go look for this stuff for yourself. Now with Command Workstation 6.6, a customer who did not purchase Graphics Arts Pro, or the old terminology was Graphics Arts Premium Edition, used to have the ability in there to do color curves, which we never recommend, but we know a lot of people use them and it's helpful for what they're doing, so be it. You had to purchase that $7,000 Graphics Arts Premium Edition to get that color curve adjuster. Well, now in 6.6, Command Workstation 6.6, we have a new feature called Raster Curve Editor. Now, it's limited in what it'll do. It won't give you a preview of what you're editing, but it will let you edit color curves and save it as a setting that you can use on a job. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, if I just click on one of these jobs and I go to Properties, and I go under my Color tab here, and I scroll down and go under Color Input, or Color Settings actually, you can see now under the Image Viewer Edits, which let's imagine this is a controller that does not have a GAPPE license, doesn't matter. I still can click on this Color Curve Editor, this Raster Curve Editor, and it will let me edit any color that I want one at a time. Okay. Let's go to yellow and edit it somewhere like this. Okay. And then I can save this. And I'm going to call this test so you can see this. Now you notice I get no preview. I can't see what it's doing to the file. But now that I've saved that, look, it's a drop down. I can get to that and I can now apply this to this job and run this. So it's a little archaic, right? It's not as good as Image Viewer. Because I can't see a preview, I'm actually going to have to process and hold this to see the application or print it. But the point is they don't have to buy Graphics Arts Premium Edition now if they want to be able to do that simple level of editing the curves. So Raster Curve Editor is built into Command Workstation 6.6. All your customer has to do to get that is be at that level version. So again, there's a lot more stuff in here. I'm just kind of hitting the highlights for you guys. Do yourself a favor, go on the site, look for it, download the document, read through it, or you could download Command Workstation 6.6 and use it on your own. If any of you ever want a virtual Fiery to use, just like I'm doing right now, this is a cloud version of Fiery that I'm on the cloud. I've got this set up for FS400 and Command Workstation 6.6. You can do the same thing I'm doing right here. So anytime you guys need something from me, as usual, always reach out to me anytime. I'll be glad to help. Thanks. Have a great one.